Dance Arts of Columbia provides fitness fun for everyone from 3 years old to adult. Dance Arts is a good environment where the friendly staff makes you feel comfortable. Dance Arts feels that dance is an art form that you can experience firsthand by learning tap, jazz, modern, musical theater, lyrical, and ballet. Dance Arts urges you to enjoy a sense of accomplishment while getting fit and having fun. For class information, call 875-1569. Dance Arts of Columbia, serving Columbia since 1979.
And welcome to Radio Friends. This is Friday, August the 26th, and our guest today is Dr. David Newman, RoseHeart Hypnotherapy Success Center.
You got it. Thank you.
Welcome back to Radio Friends, Dr. David Newman. You brought along two guests today. Before we introduce them, though, I want you to talk a little bit about what hypnosis does to us.
Sure. What hypnosis does is it allows me to talk directly to the subconscious mind, to remove knowns or things, habits, if you will, anything that the subconscious understands and equates as pleasure. And then
explain what the subconscious mind is.
Okay. The mind we know as the conscious mind. Okay, that's the thing that you hear. It's in the frontal lobes area, and that's the thing that we hear, like when you read and you hear words in your head. Okay. The subconscious is 88% of your mind, and you don't hear it. But it is like having a master computer. It records everything throughout your entire life, and it never forgets it. Now, some things it accepts as what becomes a known.
You're saying that the subconscious mind never forgets anything it hears or sees in our entire life?
It never forgets anything that it hears, sees, touches, tastes, or reads.
It's there. Everything from our first second on this earth is in our subconscious mind.
It's in the subconscious mind. Everything. And so what I do as a hypnotherapist is people will come to me and they'll go, I'm doing things. I have behaviors that I don't like. And then I put them into a state of hypnosis, and at that point I'm talking directly to the subconscious mind. I remove that behavior and I replace it with a behavior that we do want. And when I do, it's that fast.
What if the subconscious mind doesn't want to remove it?
That's called resistance, and that does happen. And matter of fact, with one of my guests, we had to do a step-down method on smoking because he was so resistant. He identified himself so much with being a smoker, it was part of his persona, that's what we did. And we just stepped it down piece by piece, and I found each little known that kept him smoking, and then I removed them one by one.
So the subconscious mind gradually accepted it?
Yeah.
All right. Now we have Jean and Dan Carpenter with us. Good to have you here,
thank you.
Jean. Now, Dan was the one that was the problem with his subconscious mind, right?
Yeah.
Your subconscious mind did not want to give up smoking.
Apparently, yes. I was having some challenges, that is for sure.
But Jean, her subconscious mind accepted it right away?
Yeah, it did.
So what happened, Jean?
I went to see Dr. Newman, and he did a session with me for about an hour.
You were hypnotized?
Yes, I was, and I find that I guess I'm easily suggestible. So he did the session with me. I left that building, and he gives you triggers, things that you can do to help yourself, that if you have the urge, you could stop. And I found myself having to do that for a week or two, but did not smoke, haven't been smoking.
So you just stopped cold turkey?
Pretty much, yeah.
So the subconscious mind accepted it?
Yes.
But every once in a while it was saying, hey, Jean, you want to...
That is correct.
You want to have a little cigarette here, and you...
Yes, and I just called him this spring because we spent some time with friends at the river, and I was getting ready to go down there, and it was going through my mind, river, cigarette, and then it's like, no, I don't smoke anymore. So,
yeah.
And it was that fast, and it was
okay,
over.
so your subconscious
Yes.
mind accepted it right away, but
Yes.
Dan was the stubborn one. What happened here?
Well, the first session, I think I went a week without smoking, and then I started smoking again. And went to Dr. Newman 6 or 7 times and did through the sessions, and we did a step down as far as I was a 50 cigarette a day smoker.
50?
I smoked 2.5 packs of Marlboro Lights every day for years.
50 cigarettes a day?
For years.
For years?
Years.
So that mind, that subconscious mind, was totally addicted.
I would get in my car and smoke. I would hurry up and smoke before I got to a customer. I would smoke with the customer. I would smoke after I left from a customer. I would smoke when I woke up, smoke when I went to bed.
So how long has it been since you've smoking? 2
years, February. So almost 2.5 years I haven't had a cigarette.
So does the subconscious mind ever come back and say, hey,
And
Dan,
my
let's
conscious
go.
mind says no way.
The conscious mind says no way.
I'm
The
not-
subconscious mind.
I am never going back there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you finding that most people, it will work with most people?
It works with everybody.
Everybody.
I've shifted my practice a little bit to where now 90% of the time I use the step-down method because it never, ever, ever fails. And that's the key thing. People who smoke have a reason that they smoked. Okay, it may have been just to look cool, to be a tough person. They may be hypoglycemic or have low blood sugar, and 3% of every cigarette is pure sugar, and so they're actually using it for a sugar induction system. People really aren't addicted to the nicotine in cigarettes, they're addicted to the sugar in cigarettes.
Okay. Now, we were talking about the subconscious mind. Some people are very suggestible. Is that the right?
Well, they accept suggestions more easily. Dan is what we refer to as an emotional, which means he's more left brain oriented, which means that he has to analyze. Things have to make logical sense to him. It has to be rational.
And that's why it took you a little bit longer.
That would be one of the reasons.
Yeah.
How much money are you saving by not smoking cigarettes?
$4,000 a year.
Okay. Hey, thank you, Jean
Well, thank
and
you
Dan.
very much for
Continued
having us.
success. And spend that $4,000 with good health.
We do.
We do.
One other thing you told me that you're doing with hypnosis now is
Yeah, what we have is what's called the neuro lap band therapy. It's just like regular lap band, okay? Except you don't go through the medical procedure.
it's all in your head.
It's all in your head. People that have gone through it, I've done it now for the past year and a half. We've gone through 2 clinical trials. I've got a higher success rate than the people that go through the medical procedure. But here's what the clients say. I remember clearly being placed on the gurney and being rolled down the hall.
Even though they've never been there.
Even though they weren't. I remember going into the operating room. I remember hearing the heart monitor. I remember hearing the oxygen. I remember smelling the anesthesia. I remember hearing the doctors and nurses talk. I remember hearing the medical instruments drop into the sterilization pans. I remember all of this. They've never gone through it.
And this is all hypnosis.
It's all hypnosis, and it has a phenomenal success rate. I'm averaging 90.4 right now.
It's amazing what is available in our mind and what we can do.
And the cost effectiveness of it. Basically, I'm able to do this procedure for people complete from soup to nuts, and it costs them what they would normally pay in a copay.
Hey, Dr. David Newman, thank you so much for coming by.
much.
People want more information. What's the phone number?
888-604-9997.
Okay, remember there's great power in our mind.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you.
All right, it's our pleasure. Monday, I tell you, we've got a lady on here Monday, Kate Walker. She's 62 years old. She is a power walker with osteoporosis. Now, there you talk about using your mind. All right, we're out of time. Our show directed by Travis McMillan of the Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio is Pat Akers from KBIA. Andrew Orozco. Andy Orozco is leaving us today. He's our floor director. He's moving back to Dallas, Texas. Good luck to you, Andy. Okay, we appreciate everything you've done. And our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. To watch this program again or to listen to it again, go to kbia.org, click on Radio Friends, sign up for a free podcast or a podcast, and follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/RFWPP. Bye-bye.